With his last ounce of strength, Huajingyuan fired off a splash of emerald water, passing on the hope of victory to Joseph, while he himself fell into an eternal slumber. Just moments ago, Huajingyuan had concealed his presence in order to uncover the true nature of Dio's stand, setting up traps all around him. When Dio landed, countless emeralds launched an attack on him. However, Dio wasn't worried. He knew that Huajingyuan didn't have the power to harm him. But in the next instant, Dio sensed something was off. He suddenly realized that numerous tendrils had appeared around him, stretching out to a range of 20 meters. This was Huajingyuan's final trap. As soon as Dio triggered these tendrils, they would attack him, and if he made any move, the secret of Dio's stand would be exposed. But to everyone's surprise, in an instant, Huajingyuan was suddenly sent flying, crashing into a distant water barrel. Joseph froze in shock. He hadn't even sensed Dio's stand power. Huajingyuan, unable to move, thought about fighting back but realized he couldn't summon any strength. He couldn't even move his fingers. At that moment, he understood, he was dying. Yet, unexpectedly, Huajingyuan didn't give up. Instead, he desperately tried to find out the cause of all this. Using the Green Emperor's sensing ability, he discovered that Dio had cut off all his tendrils in an instant, with no delay, not even 0.001 seconds. From the previous attack, Huajingyuan had learned that Dio's stand, the world, was a close-range stand. Then, in a flash, an almost impossible theory came to his mind: Dio must have the ability to stop time. As soon as Huajingyuan thought of this, he immediately summoned the Green Emperor, but the next second, blood sprayed from his mouth. At the same time, Dio attacked Joseph. Seeing this, Huajingyuan summoned the last of his strength to call forth the Green Emperor, firing off one last splash of emerald water. But to his surprise, Huajingyuan's attack hit the nearby clock tower 3. Dio, noticing this, didn't care. He thought Huajingyuan had simply missed, but Joseph didn't think that way. He knew Huajingyuan would never make such a mistake at such a crucial moment. He was trying to convey something. As Joseph fled, he replayed what had just happened in his mind. Suddenly, it hit him: Dio must have the ability to stop time. Huajingyuan's inexplicable flight across the field had been Dio activating his time stop ability. Convinced of his theory, Joseph immediately began searching for Jotaro. He knew that if he could get this information to Jotaro, they'd find a way to defeat Dio. But just as he was about to reach Jotaro, Dio used his power, and the entire world came to a halt. Dio appeared in front of Joseph, took out a knife, and threw it at him. The knife stopped just inches from Joseph's neck. Dio wanted Jotaro to witness the death of his grandfather. When time resumed, the knife instantly pierced Joseph's neck, and he collapsed to the ground. Even in his final moments, Joseph kept urging Jotaro to leave. The next second, his hermit purple turned to dust, and Joseph fell, lifeless.